Hey y'all, I hope you can hear me. Still, trying to master this going live on YouTube. So don't know if anybody's gonna be able to get on today. And of course, eyes are watering. Always got some allergies. We'll give folks a chance to see if YouTube will let them know that I'm here. And even if you all don't catch it now, maybe you'll catch it later. So I got my mic on so that hopefully I'm coming through a lot clearer and everything. Trying to get my angles right. So forgive me if I play around with it a little bit. Just trying to make sure I'm coming through. Hair is growing already. If you seen my big chop video, my hair was like pretty much touching like right kind of like at waist length. And I had got it cut. I want to say maybe about right here, collarbone. So as you can see, it's growing. So you see me kind of flipping it a little bit. That's why. And everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully you all will jump on. Like I said last week. Oh, excuse me. Like I said last week, I wanted to get in the habit of coming on the Same OT YouTube channel, coming live, and calling it Tell Me Something Good Thursdays. And it's pretty much because there's so much going on in the world, so much going on in our lives. I thought it'd be a cool way for us to get together and, laugh, chit chat, spill the tea a little bit. If y'all want to talk about shows or what have you, just something kind of, informal. So, hi, I see some people coming in. Hi. Okay. We even got somebody saying hate from Maryland. Not sure what that means, but, hey, glad you're here. So, anyway, if you called last week, that's what this is about. So, for me to kind of share some things that may not always make it into a video, to be edited and things of that nature. So that's what we're here for. So about call stuff, I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means, but cool stuff. Okay, what you want to talk about? What's something cool that you would deem cool? I'll wait. So anyway, anybody got any wins this week? I know I had a rough start to my week. As many of you all may know, I am a nurse entrepreneur. I own my own wellness practice. And so the beginning of the week just kind of got some information that kind of shook me a little bit. And I was down. I ain't gonna lie. I was down for a few days, just trying to mentally wrap my mind around what some changes to my particular industry could some changes that could occur. But I had to dust myself off. So I'm gonna say my win for this week is realizing that you can only control what you can control. Other than that, all you can do is just keep moving forward. And that's where I'm at. So today, that's my win for the week, is knowing that when you're doing all that you can do to keep things going in an upward trajectory, whether it's your business, your life, your weight loss journey, whatever it is, if you're doing the best you can do and it's things outside of your control, all you can do is just keep moving and know when to pivot and, when to let go, when to add. And so that's my win for the week. that I want to talk about. Does anybody have any wins this week? Big or small? Big or small? Okay. And so, yeah, this week, I had a moment to where I thought I might have to close my practice because of these pending litigations in regards to how I care for my patients that's going on. And so I instantly was like, oh, Lord, let me go look for a job. And I end up getting on Indeed and just the job postings, it just kind of made me sick to my stomach. So I was just like, I can't do this. I can't go back to work with somebody being, I just don't want to do it. And just don't want to do it. So that kind of helped me, get my mind right to say, I'm going to persevere one way or another. And so I'm feeling so much better today. The weather has been nicer. No, I have not ever had hired anyone to do my resume. My resume pretty straightforward, as a nurse. Um, it's pretty straightforward. So I never really felt the need to. And even though I do try to keep my resume fairly current, because you never know, there's a lot of opportunities out here for small business owners, and sometimes they do want to see your resume, especially if it's grant money or something like that involved. But nope, never thought about hiring someone to do my resume because it's kind of pretty straightforward. Like it's no I would say fudging, so to speak, in nursing. Either, you have done it or familiar with how to do the treatment procedure or what have you or not. So, um, but what was I saying? So yeah, I had kind of, that was my wake up call. Like, nah, I can't just give up that easily. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes life happens. I'm a pretty glass half full person. So a lot of, oftentimes my first default is like solution based, but I was out of control. These are potentially decisions that can be made that are out of my control that will impact my practice greatly. And so I chose today to just move forward. Hopefully the powers that be will be in my favor, and if not, then what is the next best thing? And that is to come up with other solutions that can help my patients. It may not be as effective as what we're currently have in place, the programs we have in place, but it will be the next best thing, right? So that's all you can do. That's all you can do is keep moving forward. I've been dragging my feet with some other services that I plan to add, but with these new developments, I'm like, okay, I gotta move forward. Gotta move forward. So we're adding DNA testing. Usually when people think of DNA testing, they think of like paternity, they think of Maury, you are not the father, you are the father kind of things. But the particular DNA testing company that I'm partnered with, they do offer like wellness DNA. And yes, we will do paternity. Hey, we have to generate revenue so we can keep the bills paid, right? So we'll do paternity, but I don't know if you all knew this or not. When people are applying for their immigration paperwork and things like that, sometimes they require a DNA test. There's other, let me see, what else is it? So you have your paternity. Oh, like in situations of um, like long lost siblings, right? Like if someone passes and now you have, this long lost sibling and they come and say, oh, I'm so and so. You can do, what do they call it? Siblingship. I think, or something like that. But yeah, you can do that kind of DNA to prove, that this person, this long lost relative, is who they say they are. So it's a lot of different uses for the DNA, and so that kind of had me interested. Obviously, the piece about wellness, um, because that is the focus of my practice, is health promotion and disease prevention, specifically with like obesity and overweight, and how those two conditions are linked to a lot of other chronic conditions. So we're doing that, and we're going to be doing drug testing, DOT, which is like Department of Transportation. So when you have your truck drivers and people who fall into that kind of line of work, they have to have what they call a DOT type drug test, and then your non-DOT drug test. And that came about just because there's a lot of opportunity there. Again, like I say, even though I'm a nurse practitioner and my passion is helping people get well, making sure you drug free when you on these roads, hey, that's wellness for all of us. Plus, a good opportunity to get contracts like with the government and big corporations and stuff like that. So gotta expand where you can, kind of thing. So those are the things that help pull me out of that kind of funk earlier this week. That people have to pivot all the time. All the time we are pivoting. It just so happened this one just felt like a huge pivot was required. I just didn't have a chance to kind of wrap my mind around it, but I'm good now. So don't, you know, don't beat yourself up if you need to take a couple of days to just kind of be in the funk and survive. But then you can hit the reset button, and then you can, move forward and bounce back. So that's what I did today. I, got up, took my shower. I took the dogs on a walk, which was nice. Like, I don't know if I said it already, but here in Chicago, the weather was, it's been a little bit nicer. So was able to take them out on a longer walk. And so that did me some good as well. And yeah, it just helped, I cooked dinner, I did my juicing, and was working on some content. So I did a video where I show how I do my braid out. Actually, this is almost a week old now. So was working on that before I jumped on here. And so it felt good to kind of be back, doing content. I really, really, really want to do like another 30-day content challenge. One of the dogs is in here going to town, just looking away. But I don't know realistically if I could do that. But I'm definitely going to be more consistent for sure. So be on the lookout for that, especially if that's what drew you to the channel. Hi. Hi, Pam. Hi, Pam. I didn't think you was going to get on today, Pam. Because I didn't, couldn't remember if I had mentioned that today was Thursday and that I will be going live. But thanks for coming and showing up. So anyway, yeah, so I have that video coming up because I do get people who do ask on and off YouTube, about the braid out, and it lasts. So of course, it'll fall a little bit. My ends look a little raggedy right there, but it still gives you a little bit of a something versus just your hair, your locks just being straight hanging down. So I'm working on that. I'm doing voiceover on the video. Oh yeah, I forgot because of the time difference. A little bit of voiceover on there, but I'm trying to find background music that is copyright free that I can put in the background because it just seemed too silent. So that's what I'm working on. But hopefully, maybe by Saturday it'll be up. So for the people who have come to the channel because of my Sisterlock journey, you'll be getting some content soon, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. like it, comment, and share once I post it. So let's see. Many of you all may know or may not know, but February is American Heart Health Month. And so on my business page, that's what we've been talking about on the Instagram lives and our YouTube content over there is about American Heart Health Month and like things that we can do to improve our health, so that we don't become a statistic. You may or may not know that heart disease is the #1 cause of death here in America. So if we do things proactively, then we, won't have to have, invasive things done to us reactively in regards to our heart health. So just a couple of little tips, like obviously exercising. You don't have to do super duper heavy exercise, and start with something as simple as a 20-30 minute walk, right? At least 3 to 5 days a week, right? Swap out some of the unhealthy fats, right, for healthy fats like fatty fish like salmon or tuna, mackerel, if that's your thing. That's not my thing. Snacking on nuts, not too many though, versus, chips. Obviously adding avocado, whether it be to your smoothie or salad, all kind of easy ways to get some of that healthy fat in there. Make sure you get enough fiber. Soluble fiber helps bind to cholesterol and kind of carries that bad cholesterol, out of the body. So making sure you get enough fiber, get enough rest, minimize stress. People don't realize until it's, I think, too late. If you're constantly in like a high stress mode all the time, are you gonna be stressed out? Like this week, I was stressed out. I know my blood pressure was high this week. You know what I'm saying? And so, but by taking these dogs on a walk, I'm sure that helped. And it helped me because I could feel it. Because once I came back in, I was like, okay, all right, take a breath. All right, what can we tackle? What can we do? So just little things that can help improve your heart health, guys. I did a video early on when I was, starting the channel, and it was geared more towards Gen X age group because I'm 50 and I have lost so many people to like strokes or heart attacks, and they didn't even get to see 50, and it's crazy. So in that video, I think I gave like 5 or 7 tips, kind of close to what I just talked about. Like, it don't take much for us to do better. You don't have to do these super drastic things. Now, obviously, if if you're a little further, if you're like worse, like if you all the way over here on the spectrum of, good, better, worse kind of thing, then yeah, you might have to do a little bit more of a 180 shift. But if you're like here and you can do better, like easy swaps, your blood, your test results are still kind of stable. Maybe your blood pressure was a little elevated last time you went to the doctor. You can make changes now and kind of reverse that. The thing is to try not to get to that point where it's worse. That's what we don't want. Yeah, because it is sad. Like I said, I have personal friends and family who have, died from heart attacks or strokes and didn't even see 50. Some of them didn't see 45. Some of them didn't even see 40. And it pretty much was lifestyle, and yeah, it just doesn't have to be that way. So we got to do a better job of taking care of ourselves. So like today on my business IG, I was talking about February is also self-love. And so You know, of course, February people think of Valentine's Day and things like this, but it's also like self-love. You know, it ain't just what the other person gonna give you gift wise and things like that, but self-love. What are you doing to show your self-love? Like saying no if you need to say no, you know, drinking water, getting rest. You know, I hate to use the word sacrifice, but you know, holding space for the things that feel you, right? That feel you. Oh, let me read this, Eric. What did you say? My dad at 73 just had a heart attack. He's been retired in Colombia, eating healthy and exercising. I just turned 30 and it has me concerned. So I'm going to check out your video. Okay, great. Great, Eric. Yeah. Check it out, Um, when it all depends on dad's lifestyle prior to moving to Colombia and things of that nature that might have contributed to him having a heart attack. Maybe if he had undiagnosed high blood pressure, or maybe if he does have high blood pressure, if he wasn't being like maybe consistent with his medication or what have you. But yeah, definitely check out that video. It's things that we can do, and you just turned 30, so you definitely are young enough to make an impact, so I hope your dad's doing better. Oh, he's been retired in Colombia. Okay. He's eating healthy and exercising. So yeah. And so yeah. Sometimes it's, I don't know if there's smoke, like smoking is a huge factor. That I think with smoking, people tend to think lung cancer, COPD, they think the things with the lungs. But yeah, smoking plays a major part in some of the cardiovascular conditions that we see. But I hope your dad's doing better, Eric. And, be sure to comment on the video. If you have any other questions. I am a nurse practitioner. I can't diagnose and treat or what have you, but I definitely can, try to give you some resources, to look into, or, questions to ask with your provider. So that's it. That's it in regards to that, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. We gotta not put ourselves on the back burner. We so used to doing that. This little guy just want to come say hi. Come on, real quick. Come on, say hi. Say hi to the people. Pepper, look. This is Pepper, y'all. We giving Pepper a shot here. We already have a dog. We have a 6-year-old shelter dog. He's we believe German Shepherd Lab mix as far as like main things. And this is Pepper. This is my aunt and uncle dog. They needed a break. He's a sweetie. But we're gonna see how it go. Pepper don't like the crate, and we have to get in the crate at night because we can't have dogs walking around, because we need to make sure it's dogs and not people trying to break in. All right, say peace. Peace, Pepper. All right, get down. Okay, go lay down. All right, y'all, that was Mr. Pepper. Go lay down. So anyway, you are most welcome, Eric. So what are y'all watching? I have not really had a chance to watch that much TV. But one thing I did watch, kind of speaking of health, is called Apple Cider Vinegar. Anybody seen that on Netflix? It's based on a true story. But then I realized the other day that on Netflix, it's only like 2 or 3 episodes. It was called Instagram's Worst Con Artist, or scammer or something like that. And that story happened to be about the lady that apple cider vinegar was about. But it's I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It is kind of health related, but it's like health, conventional medicine versus like alternative, medicine or therapies, social media, egos, um, and narcissism. That's probably the best way I could describe it. So if you are into kind of like true crime, if you ever seen Inventing Anna, I think what was the name of it, but that was on Netflix too. If you enjoy Inventing Anna, you will enjoy apple cider vinegar. Like part of me be wanting to still kind of do like reviews on TV programs, but after doing Later Daters, excuse me, and I still haven't finished it. As far as getting the content together, I was like, I don't know if I can do it. So maybe if I can come up with a different form, we can, discuss these things, or, maybe in the future with, as I grow, as, what do they say? I see people saying, don't call yourself like a small YouTube channel, but a growing YouTube channel. So I like that. I like the positive spin on stuff. So as a growing YouTube channel and as a growing content creator, maybe as my skills improve and advance, I might be able to dive into, TV movie review. We'll see. I'm still trying to finish Later Days for you guys because I feel like it was so good, and I have content that to piggyback off of that. So it's like I gotta finish that. So that's what I've been watching. All right, so we got about 3 minutes because I don't want to just stay on here rambling. So remember last week I said I was going to set up a Instagram account for those who still want to do the book club. The first book is Atomic Habits that I talked about when I first started the channel. And so while I'm still trying to figure out all the tech, I was like, okay, the easiest way to get this done, like I get too much in my head. Like I have the layout as far as like the guide for us to use to go through the chapters, and so you have somewhere to write your thoughts and things like that, so that when we come together, we can discuss it and things of that nature. So I have all that together, but I just want to make it kind of nice and cute and all that. So I said, okay, we got to stop. So I created the Instagram, and so it is SameOT_2. So that's SameOLETEE_2. That's the Instagram. And so what you can do is go to that Instagram and follow. I do plan to, put some content over there, but of course, the meat and potatoes will always be right here on YouTube. But that'll be probably the easiest way to direct communicate with me. So go over there, follow, and then DM me first name and email. Okay. And then that way, I think it's a way that I can go into Zoom, and I think I can put in, I think I can invite from Zoom. Don't quote me on that. I think I can. If not, I still will compile the emails, and then I'll just send out one big email to everybody with the Zoom link. So I was thinking we could start March 10th. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say I could be wrong because I start books, I pause, and this is that. So but I do want to say I think Atomic Habits is 6 chapters. So not super long, and I think it's a lot of action to be taken. So it's not like your typical kind of book club, I guess, book, but it's good. It's still a good book to do, especially if you just, trying to improve yourself and just be more efficient. I was thinking we could start March 10th, and I was thinking Mondays in the evening, depending on how many people we get to sign up and who shows up, maybe just 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes, and we would do it on Zoom to get the ball rolling with this first one until I can figure out how to do. Because I feel like book club should be more intimate, so it should be, I guess you could say, behind the wall, as they say. So I wanted to start with Zoom, and then as we move into like another book, by that time, then we should have like the membership, because I just realized that you guys helped me reach the first level of monetization, and so that was 500 subs and over 500 subs, and I think 3,000 watch hours. I hit the watch hours real quick, like I think definitely within the first 60 days. And I know I hit that before I hit the 500 subs. So, and I actually have, for full monetization, I have way over the 4,000 watch hours. So I do want to thank y'all for that, because I know I know content been bare minimum, maybe a few juice and shorts or something like that. But I'm on it, y'all. So I want to thank y'all for still engaging with the content that's up there, and for all the new people who've come, because I think at the beginning of the year, I want to say I was at maybe 530 something, and I think I'm almost at like 570. So every time I see a new sub, I just be like, thank you, because I haven't put the content out there, but I'm about to hit y'all with it. It's gonna be like boom, 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 and I think y'all gonna love it. So I was thinking Mondays, thinking about starting March 10th. Gave you the Instagram. I will put this on a post. If you all on YouTube, you see how you'll see like just post. They used to call it community, but now they call it post. And then I think I can go back once this live is like done and put it in the description as well. So that's it, y'all. I know I feel better. That's why I was like, you know what? Even if, 1 or 2 people show up, if I get like the weird bot people who show up, it's all good. This makes me feel better. I feel, what do they call it? Revigorated. So I'll finish my evening strong. I think I'm gonna go up here and continue to work on, if nothing else, get the voiceover parts of the video done, and then maybe tomorrow I can tackle trying to find background music and get that posted for y'all tomorrow, because I got a lot of stuff that need to be done, and yeah, gotta be disciplined and consistent. So that's it, guys. It's a little over 30 minutes, and I'm not gonna hold you. So I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Hope you have a good weekend. February's over. February's over tomorrow. I don't know if any of you all are participating in the like no shop, the blackout tomorrow. I have content coming, because I don't know if you all have seen in the news that what the economists, I don't know all the terms, but February has showed such a dramatic drop in basically people consuming, right? Spending, buying, since, did they say 2017, 2018, something, I can't remember. I got to go back. I had saved the article, but yeah, I don't want to go too deep into my content that I have on that, but yeah, I think people are like, yeah, let me check what I'm doing. I have a video coming about that, like what I'm doing as a 50-year-old, even before all the tariffs and all that kind of stuff and looming and people not knowing. I had already decided I'm like, I'm done being an over consumer just because it's cute, just because it's on sale, and things of that nature. And so when I tell you, and I had already started doing that maybe about 3-4 months ago, but really, really hammering down like since I came back from the cruise. And it's like I almost like when I, I check my checking accounts and bank accounts every day. I do. Some people might think that's weird, but I almost have to look and see like, did I get a deposit from somewhere? And it's just because I'm not spending money. I'm not, I'm making meals with what's here, and we only go get that, one thing to complete it. Like just not being wasteful. And hey, I'm holding on to my money a little bit better and everything, just because we're living in some real uncertain times. So anyway, that's my little soapbox moment. But anyway, y'all, thanks for coming on here. For everybody catching the replay, make sure you comment below that, hey, you caught the replay. Let me see real quick. If you're catching a replay, make sure you drop in the comments a win that you had this week, big or small. Remember, you can always bounce back from a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year. You can always bounce back. Just hold on. Remember, you can make some small changes and make a huge impact on your heart health. Remember, February is self-love month, but love yourself every day. Don't beat yourself up. And a saying that I like to use all the time is, don't use your measuring stick on somebody else's measuring stick to measure yourself. Like, be your own measuring stick. And in the process, don't beat yourself up about it. Everything is not a sprint. Most things are a marathon, a journey, and that's just the real deal. Drop what you're watching. I'm a series girl, so especially if it's a good series, definitely like true crime type stuff, culty stuff. Surprise, surprise, right? And then tell me what you think about book club starting March 10th, doing Mondays. Depending on how people we get to sign up, 30 minutes to an hour. So, all right, guys, talk to you later. Peace.